Hello, today is February 20th, 2025, and I am just doing this for my Foxhole radio extra credit class project. Yeah, but I just want to document this, and yeah. So I just did like Google, and then found like two articles, like this one and this one. They both generally have the same idea, using a razor blade, coils of magnetic wire, and I was wondering if I could just use regular wire, but I don't know if I'll be able to, because magnetic wire has some type of insulation, and so the coil, I'm not sure exactly, but maybe it acts like a capacitor or inductor, whichever one. Get the radio waves or something. Well, maybe the radio waves get here, and the electrons pulse through here, and then come out here. Yeah, and then so I found some. School had some wire. These are like apparently These are like Cat 5 wire. So I kind of want to see if these will work, and then I have some speakers to amplify the signal, but these need to be powered by USB. So, and I tested it on my laptop and it worked. So these speakers work. I just have to power it and then probably connect it. It uses an aux. So not sure, maybe I can just stick on the maybe I can like stick on the wire somehow once I learn how to use this. Yeah, so I don't really know how this works, but I'm just gonna try it. Okay, so this is what I would like to try to do, I think. So we have the coil up here, and basically apparently most of the research I've seen that it always goes to ground and then also comes to the speaker. So or the headphones. They usually use the headphones, but I'm gonna try to hopefully amplify it. Maybe the speaker can amplify it. I don't know if that works, but we'll try it. And then it'll come out, and then there's a paper clip that holds a pencil. I saw someone use kind of like made a paper clip stand for the pencil, and so I thought that was pretty cool, because then you'd be able to kind of fix that position on the razor blade, and then the razor blade will come back out into this one line of antenna, which comes back into the coil. So I think when the radio waves come through the antenna, this pencil acts as a resistor, so the electrons can't flow through this way. So it'll want to flow through the coil, because it's there's less resistance. So it'll flow through this way, and it also goes to ground, but also comes out to where the headphones or speaker will be. So yeah, I'll try to first I'll start with the coil, because I think I need to find paper clips, and then still need to heat up the razor blade, but we'll go with that. So, don't mind the socks. Anyway, so I kind of figured that maybe I can just cut out the cardboard first, and so I can start wrapping it, so that way I know how much that I really need. So I was thinking I could probably just cut off a piece of this and then just wound it up in a triangle and then go from there. Alright, so I got the cardboard. It's just for scale. It's only about 10 inches. And yeah, so I'm gonna probably poke a hole, and then I'll let the wire kind of like keep it together, so I don't need to like use tape or anything. Alright, managed to take off the plastic cutting. So I realized that each has plastic insulation as well, but I think the inside is copper. It's copper wire. But because it asks for magnetic wiring, they use magnetic wiring because each layer has its own the copper wire has its own insulation as well. But then I saw people like they scraped off the oxide for like their little meter thing, not the meter, like a adjuster. So you know, I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna isolate one wire, strip it, and then see how much I get when I coil it up. And this is what I get. Nice little jumble of wire, and then I just used that just to help me with this. Yeah, who knew an extra hand would be like, you know, useful. I was wondering if I could use a drill to like unwind it, but whatever. So I think I'm gonna try to coil this up first, and then because this already has insulation on here, because I don't want to like strip the whole thing, I guess, for bare copper wire or for bare wire. But I'm gonna see if this works, and then yeah, try that. Okay, so I guess I am short still. So I'm gonna have to extend out this wire. Probably open it and solder it. I'll leave it exposed. Yeah, I think that should be fine because the rest of the wire is insulated. So even if this small part is exposed and I still wrap it, it shouldn't interfere with anything else. But yeah, okay, so this is, I think I got 38 coils on this. Yeah, I'm gonna need to grab more of these. So if one is 38 and I need at least 120. So I need 40, 120 divided by 40. That's like 4. I need 4 more wires. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so I didn't count it, but if it's 38 per line, should get about almost to 120, maybe a little under, or a little bit over, because I left like 6 inches or a few inches like at the ends to like just to connect to the rest of the circuit. But anyway, so this is what I have. So I'm gonna take it to school. I'm gonna strip the ends and then do a really quick solder, and then yeah. A lot of these instructions were like saying to use like a pin, like a metal brass thing, but I think that's only because that's as a connection point. And then, but since I'm gonna try and solder most of the wires together, I probably won't need that. So the only thing I'd probably wrap around would maybe the razor blade, unless I solder that. I might need a pin for that. I need to find a paper clip or a safety pin, and then yeah, in this antenna I'm gonna use another line from the same coil, same as use this. The rest of the circuit I'll use the same coil, but I'll try to keep it pretty small. I found this short pencil. I guess got broke off, so I'm just gonna cut it maybe like here. Don't really know how long I should cut it, but I wonder if I could just use the whole thing. I just need to cut off the eraser bit, and then I'll probably shave it down, because I think this is supposed to act as a diode, or maybe like a resistor, but I'm gonna try to limit myself cutting, so I'm gonna just use the whole thing, see what happens. Maybe it's too much, but we'll see. So I managed to whittle down one end. It's not very sharp at the tip, but I'm sure. Trying to make it so that there'd be like an indentation, so I could like put the wire through, like wrap the wire around, but I think I might have done it too much at the end, and so the lead broke off. So maybe I'll just try to do a little notch. And I'm just afraid that it would like break it in half, so I'll have to be real careful. Okay, so this is what I was trying to do. Not very symmetrical, which I'll try to fix, but basically, yeah, so the lead is exposed, and then someone's gonna wrap the wire and maybe make a little notch for the wire to go, or I'll just wrap it like that, and then hopefully we'll have continuity. So I don't think this voltage meter has a continuity test. So surprisingly, I do get a resistance reading. I think setting at 20K. So try not to. I'm not sure, maybe my fingers are in the way. So try not to measure my own resistance. So there is a resistance rating. Double check if I touch myself. Okay, so I'm obviously. So yeah, so it's gonna be like this. I figure it's gonna be like this, and then. Okay, that's pretty solid. Up 1.8. And then that would mean. What does that mean? Yeah, I'm gonna measure it from the back and see if I get another reading. Do this. Should be the same. Maybe. Well, maybe it's actually different because the length of the lead is longer. I know that this pencil does have a resistance, so that means I can actually use it as a diode, I suppose, or just as a resistor on the thing. Well, that didn't go well, so I tried to whittle out like the tip end of this, and yeah, I broke it again, so I guess that doesn't work. Well, I guess I'm just gonna try and be careful and just try and expose more of this lead out here. Okay, so this is just a for fun test. So I don't have a razor blade, but I'm gonna try and connect the lead directly just through, so basically it'll just be a resistor, I think. Have the antenna line hooked up there. I had to strip the whole thing, that way it can I think receive the electrons. Electrons flow through here, go through this I think maybe like a capacitor thingy, and then it goes into ground. I attached it to my laptop to the third plug at the bottom. I think that's the ground, and then put it to the positive side of the aux. So I think it should be to the left speaker that we can hear things. Then I'm gonna connect the lead, and yeah. So let's try that. initial test. Okay, I'm gonna try just connect both sides of the aux, so then we create a mono output. Okay, now we have both. Just a buzzing sound. So that means I think the antenna is working. And I'm gonna I think you can see that the blade is starting to turn blue, but I do want to push it more into the fire, so I'll start moving the fire to go underneath the blade. Don't think I need these. That should do. Then I'll start feeding it. Yeah. Okay, I think I might have overdone it. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, so let me get that blueness all around. Okay, I think with everything sort of connected, then give it a shot. I feel like I could wire this better, but we'll see.
You like the bone instead?
Yes.
Is that right? Is that right? Yesterday you like the PJ bone? You guys should eat the PJ bone.
Okay, attempt 2. I'm just gonna do a really small coil first. I have the rest that I'm gonna try and solder together to make a longer wire, or maybe I might be able to, like, I don't know, wrap it together and then do that. But we're gonna try this and then see how it goes. Alright, testing with a single wire and moving the pencil. I think there's a loose connection. This is a loose connection. Look at that, the metal like melted off. It's kind of hard now, but interesting.